routes. Let's start by writing get all users route. So I will just do app.get and /users. So this route will fetch all the users, and then we need to do const SQL query basically, and we need to write select star from user table, and then db.query, pass that SQL statement, and in callback function we will pass two parameters, error and result. If it is error, and we will throw it, otherwise we will return the JSON, that result itself. So if I save this and restart my server, actually we are using nodemon, so we don't need to restart, but yeah. And let's go to our Postman and send the request to /users route get request. We can see like we get the two results. Those are present in user table. Okay, now let's do how to get a user by user ID. Like if I do /user/1, I should get only Pawan, and if I do 2, I should get Akash only. So if I send request, currently it doesn't work because we have not written code, right? So for it is really simple. So we will just copy the same thing here, and then here what we need to do, colon ID, and here we need to get that ID. So const ID request.params. So here I am destructuring ID from the request.parameter itself, right? And in SQL query, we need to modify this statement, like select star from user where user ID is equal to, and in db.query we need to pass that parameter, right? So as the second parameter we will pass that dynamic ID which we fetched from the request, right? So db.query and our SQL query, and here we will pass our ID which we got from the request, and then the flow is same, like if it is error then throw, if it is not then throw return the result. Yeah. So if I make request now for second user, I get the second user only, and if I make request for first, I get the first only. And of course our default route is also working, like get all users. Yeah. Okay, now that we have done getting all users and adding all users to DB, let's see how to update the user, right? So app dot put. Yep. Yeah, so basically we will make request to user /ID, like what user ID we want to update. Based on what user ID we want to update that user, then we will fetch ID from the params, then name and email. Let's say we want to update name and email, but wait, we have name and email. Okay, that makes sense. And then we will write the simple MySQL query, like update user set name equal to and email equal to where user ID equal to, okay, question mark. And here in db.query statement we will pass that SQL query, and as a second parameter we will pass that dynamic values, and then again like same callback function. Here we will return the like if it is error then we will throw error, else we will return the JSON message like user is updated. Okay, so let's save this and let's try to update Akash password. Okay, Akash email, we will update the name itself. Okay, for user ID 2, so /2 http method update put, and then what we will do in the body raw JSON. Okay, select JSON, then name Akash updated. Okay, and email akash@gmail.com. and if I send the request now, it says user updated. Let's try getting the user Akash. So I will just do get request up to. We can see like the name has been updated to Akash updated, and of course the same change is reflected here also. Like if I refresh this, see Akash updated, and this column is updated. Okay, now that our updated route is done, let's say how we can delete the user. So it is pretty simple. Again, you just need to define app.delete /user/ colon id, like what user you want to delete. Then get the id, that user id, from the request params, like from the request, and then execute the simple MySQL query delete from user, where user id is equal to that user id. Then db.query, same thing. You need 3 parameters. One is query itself, second is dynamic values, and then third is callback function, right? So which will execute like after the query executes. Okay, then if it is error, then throw error, or otherwise return the JSON that user has been deleted. So let's delete the second user now. Delete query user/2. So if I send this request now, user is deleted. Okay, and if I get the second user now, there is nothing, right? Because we just deleted it. Yeah, so let's try getting all users. We should get only one. See, okay, now let's go here also and see. If I click here, yeah, there is only one. Okay, then our all the routes are working. Now let's see, we can get all the users. We can get user by user id with this. Then we can update the user and delete user and add user to db. Okay, so the app is pretty much ready, the backend app.